Okay, we're back. We're back. We're back. No, I said we're back. Go ahead. First and second. Yeah, if anything, it's gonna be. Hold on a second. Hang on. Hang on. Okay. Okay. So we are back, and let's see, James, if you can tell our maybe in the chat, tell them that hopefully this time it should be better. The frame rate should be better. We made some changes, but unfortunately, there's no way to test it until actually the race starts. So, I'm going to say Roger Maeda on pole. That was my second choice. Somebody whose name starts with an R is going to be on pole. How about that? Oh, actually, that Reza starts with an R. Uh, yeah. I think somebody forgot their gloves. I've heard that too. I didn't change it. Um, so, guys, word has it that they can hear me, but they can't hear you guys. I I don't know what the problem is now. Yeah. Well, okay. So, anything important you guys got to say, I'll repeat it. How about that? Yes. James is laughing. I'll be like the subtitles on movies. James is laughing. guys, can you hear me?
Yes.
We can hear you, but apparently I just asked the chat. They can't. Sure enough, they can't hear me and Thomas.
Yeah.
Unless something just changed.
Nothing changed. Yeah. Oh, okay. So hopefully that works because I mean the sound bars. You guys talk? But
Talking,
keep talking.
clicking keyboard also. Just ignore that. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, good. Someone's saying they can hear
oh,
us now.
Oh,
okay.
good.
Oh, you can hear me. All right, that's all that counts, right? You can hear James. That's all
Oh,
that
hey,
matters,
thanks.
right? Good job, Chad. You can hear
There
my
we go.
laughing
We're
and
good.
everything.
We're good now.
Okay.
Thanks,
What
guys. So
what's
that's
next? We went through the framing. We went through the game sound, my sound, your sound. Oh, jeez. What's next?
what's the next technical difficulty you're gonna
Yeah.
throw at us, Ali?
Hey, anybody? So can anybody order me some food on DoorDash or something while they're here?
Oh, I have food on its way.
Oh,
Oh, what are we eating tonight, Thomas?
I'm having a burger.
huh. How many
Oh,
calories in the
nice.
burger?
Doesn't matter.
Oh,
We don't think about things like that because then we don't get to have fun in life.
But that's Ali. Ali is like this really healthy, like healthy eating, clean living
yeah.
guy,
It's not
and
just the yeah.
he's no fun.
It's not just the calories.
Yeah,
It's also the processed foods and what kind of oil it was in, and what kind of bread, and what kind of flour, and
Well,
all
you know, Ali, that's why I don't hang out in your camp at the racetrack. I hang out where Burrito who's got beer.
no,
well,
don't worry. No,
it,
I have my own private foods. Don't worry.
yeah. If you build a roll cage for me, offers you a latte.
Yeah, there you go. Lattes are good.
All right. So looking at the our second
Oh,
race
Calvin
random grid,
Levy first, but Nick
Calvin
second
in first. So
place.
none of us were correct.
Okay.
Nick Romano second, followed by Roger Maeda, Daniel Michel, Tom Petrie up in fifth. Look at that.
Okay, look at that.
Uh, Sean Milburn, Tristan Coivisto, Charlie Frank, Austin Walker, Andy Chittum, Rito Bowman, Reza Arsham, Michael McCulligan, Griffin Stroll, Ken Kurtz, Therese, Ben Ho, and Brandon Hodges in the back. So, considering the grid, what are the who are the picks to win here?
Oh, Nick easily in second place.
Yeah,
He's going
it's gonna be hard to beat Nick.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty lucky draw there.
Yeah. Unless
That's so
he
Nick
makes a
like. Usually
mistake.
he's in the back somewhere.
Now, Sean Milburn in sixth, that's not too far from the front.
Yeah,
He has a
yeah.
pretty good chance here, especially with this BMW. The BMWs, we have Sean Milburn, we have
Well,
Daniel,
yeah.
and Nick Romano. These guys are going to get a fantastic launch off the line. The
Yeah.
BMW is by far the fastest from a start. And the Renaults are just going to get swallowed up here immediately at the beginning.
Well, I suspect that Sean will be on Nick's rear bumper very quickly.
Yeah, I'm getting in a chat here. There's a little bit of disappointment in Brandon Hodges' random draw
Oh,
there.
yeah.
But I don't know. Brandon Hodges is really fast, so you never know. He could come to that field just like Nick did last race. We'll have to see.
Are your
Here we
engines
go.
revving?
All right, lickety split, Calvin. Let's see what you can do here, buddy.
Oh, look at that launch by Nick!
Wow!
Look, Sean going up to second before
Before
before the
turn
first turn.
two, yeah, look at that. Sean up to second under braking.
Oh.
Is he gonna maintain this though?
It
Reza
looks like
passed a whole bunch of cars too.
kept it pretty four wide.
So, Ali, at the start there, did you get Nick like one of those catapults off the
Yeah,
aircraft carriers or what?
definitely.
He took
Yeah.
off.
It looks like they kept it pretty clean.
Don't jinx it. There's a big pack
A
right here.
little bit of contact, we're racing touring cars here. We allow for a little bit of contact.
Yeah, well,
We have bumpers, and these guys
look
are
at
going to
that.
use them.
Sean and Nick, first and second. But
All right,
Now,
well,
Calvin
only
doing great job, and Daniel Michel doing a pretty good job too, right there.
less than a second between the guys at the front with the entire race to go here. So this is going to be very interesting as we
It's going to
progress.
be good.
See Reza looking for a move into the corkscrew here.
Yeah, he needs to hurry up and get by these people because those two front guys are starting to walk away. Usually what happens is guys get stuck in traffic and everything, as Reza has, but those front guys don't have much traffic, so they have a chance to pull a little gap.
Yes, especially with the best thing they could do is just work together up at the front, allow for a very large gap back to third, and then leave it until the end to really fight for that final position.
Oh, Ben Ho goes deep and outbreaks himself and goes.
Wow! He is trying to throw it in there.
See, Andy defending that top 10.
Andy's an amazing driver too. I mean, multi-time Specky 30 champion. He is good.
Looks like Daniel fighting
With
Calvin
there,
here
yeah.
for that podium position.
Oh yeah, you got by Calvin there.
See the gap that the BMW can pull under power.
Yeah, look at that. The first two guys have 4 seconds already over the field. They're not even in the same
Wow!
picture.
I don't think Nick and Milburn are human, so I think they're like aliens or something.
Well, these two guys, they are working together so that they don't get in trouble here. They have the best strategy right now because
It'll be interesting to see how it progresses because, as we all know, it's much easier to follow than it is to lead.
yeah, but the key thing in this racing is to stay out of trouble, and you don't want to be in the middle of a pack of anybody.
Yeah, pretty consistently we see the guys at the front at the end of the race have very clean cars. I would say the majority of the time is totally undamaged.
Well, this is going to be awesome if Milburn can close the gap there. And boy, this is going to be really entertaining for us. Should go at it.
See Griffin Stroll, our first race winner, back here in the fight in the middle of the pack.
There's Reza's gonna try to pass Charlie Frank in that weight car. Charlie didn't have a great first race, ended up in the wall. Right there, turn 6. Oh, behind him. Ooh, well, Griffin almost lost
Stroll.
Yeah, I'm surprised to see Reza get so bogged down in traffic.
He's eager to pass. Look at that. He keeps wanting.
He almost hit him in the back.
He wants to
just. I'm coming through one way or the other, buddy.
Get out of the way. You're holding me up. I'm coming through.
Always looking for the dive down the inside.
Okay, here's the chance going into 11. Is he going to go on the inside? Zigzags on the inside. Hard on the braking. Oh, look at that. Made it look easy.
Oh, Griffin Stroll.
Following
him through.
Trying
to.
So
Fill the hole, Griffin.
Austin Walker with the high beams on behind them. Maybe trying to tell them something.
Oh, hey, guys, wait for me.
Oh, don't run into Charlie. Be careful.
What a fight. 3 seconds from 5th to 10th, it looks like.
Yeah. Okay, well, looks like now there's a battle. Yeah, this battle looks like this is the best one on the track. What do you think, huh?
Yeah, we have Nick and Sean up in front, just still pulling a gap. I think the gap to third is about 5 seconds back from Sean. And then this fight in the middle of the pack is really getting spicy here as we see Ben Ho taking that pass on the entry to the corkscrew.
Well, Hodges has made a pretty good jump, starting from dead last to what is that, 12th, something like that.
A much cleaner car this time around. Looks like he's just taking his time, just picking people off as he gets the opportunity, and really just trying to be there for the end of the race.
Quite a gaggle of cars he's around right there. It'll be interesting to see how this goes going into two there.
You know, this is really what touring car racing is all about right here. Oh, a little bump with between Petrie and it's like Austin Walker.
Yeah, Petrie looks like he's gonna want some. Oh, wow, jeez.
2 and 3 wide here. This isn't NASCAR, guys. This is only touring cars.
Oh, somebody's
Oh, a
opened it.
big off by Ken Kurtz, it looks like.
Petrie's looking solid. Nice line through there, through 5.
Yeah, holding on to that top 10.
Yeah,
That's
great
going to
job.
be good points for the championship. See Calvin in 7th.
Oh, Ben Ho.
Looks like he lost the position to Ben Ho, who has a little bit of an off, gives Calvin a chance to fight back.
Oh, but Calvin's charging through now.
Oh,
somebody's off.
accident in the back.
Oh, no!
Brandon Hodges and Ken Kurtz. Oh, what a shame.
Oh, no.
Be careful, there's cars coming behind you. Don't just.
They didn't just go off, they went a mile off. Oh, look at the cones are flying, too.
Oh, somebody got shoved. Who was
Another
that?
hit
Was that
from McCulligan. That's a rare sight.
Well, he was kind of just minding his own business, and so.
There is no minding your own business with this group of drivers.
Calvin and Austin up here still fighting for this 8th place.
Yeah, you know, good old lickety split Calvin. He's quick, man.
These
like,
the two teammates
little touch.
go at it. These two guys are always together.
They can't get away from each other.
Yeah, they need to have some strategy between the two of them.
Where's that good old bump drafting when you need it?
And we have Reza Arsham up to 4th place, and our previous race winner Griffin Stroll not too far behind.
Didn't Griffin start like near the end?
I think he started in the middle of the pack somewhere.
I thought he started near the end.
Maybe in the back half.
But still, that's really impressive.
Yeah, a top 5. A top 5 from anywhere in this grid is pretty impressive at this rate. Between the argy bargy and the just the pace that a lot of these guys have, to be able to keep up is really something.
Yeah, I just noticed that Reza, not this lap, but the lap before, had a 129 that was basically the same as Nick and Milburn. It's interesting. Like, the start is so important because look at this gap, and he's going to have a hard time closing that up because, the fastest he's been so far this race is right about equal with first and second.
Yeah, we talked about it last time. The Renault typically is faster than these BMWs, but big slide there. It's just a coincidence that the fastest guys in the series are driving BMWs. We have, I think the top 6 again is all BMW.
Oh wow! I didn't think we'd have that 2 weeks in a row. That's interesting.
Well, no, but what he says, yeah, it's true. The fast drivers, all pick BMWs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard some complaints from a couple people around that it seemed like the BMWs had an unfair advantage, but that's actually not the case. It's just a testament to how fast these guys actually are in the car.
Yeah, it's the driver, not the car. That's the same way in real life.
Well, I'm telling you, you put Nick on a bicycle, and I'd still be worried in a car.
Yeah, he's pretty lightweight too. He can pretty probably beat you. I know for sure he can beat you on a bicycle, James.
That isn't saying much, but yes, I'm sure he would.
Looks like Griffin Stroll hunting that fourth place. You know, again, a lot of these battles, there's a lot of close cars in the middle of the pack here.
Well, at least,
Well, Ben's car looks a lot more stable this time.
yeah.
Oh, it's a little off track. Oh, a little bump trying to go around
Oh,
the outside of
spin.
Tristan here.
Oh,
Oh, they both.
Oh!
oh no, that was awesome.
Both
Simultaneous
open rally
sideways,
racing.
synchronized spinning there.
You know,
That
like
reminds
we
me of
said,
my
you know,
first time. Okay.
it's unfortunate, but you know, this is touring cars. These guys have bumpers. These guys have fenders. They're gonna use them for better or worse. Yeah. Anybody that's familiar with touring car racing is
Oh,
uh,
while we were away, Stroll passed Reza.
Oh, really? Wow.
Look at that.
That's a power move.
There's some scuff marks on the side of the car. I wonder if there was something going on there.
Might have had to muscle his way through. Yeah, I was going to say, the first time I ever drove on a racetrack was at Laguna Seca, and a Ford Pinto station wagon of all things. Ali remembers that. In fact, I never lived it down. He still reminds me about it to this day, for like 30 years later or whatever it is.
There's what's wrong with Pintos? Pintos are fantastic.
Hey,
Except
I had a good time, even though it was a station wagon. I still had a good time.
the station wagon part's okay too. The problem with the Pinto, well, with the later model Pintos, was that all the emission stuff made them horrible. But the early ones were great.
all the emission stuff makes everything horrible.
Yeah, but when you're starting out with, like 90 horsepower, and then you stuff a potato in it, then it just really goes bad.
Yeah, how much can you really choke it down, right?
Yeah.
It's just California problems that we have here.
No, it's just all the cars in the set. Well, not all the cars pretty much most of the cars. Oh, Ben
Oh,
Ho just went
What?
into the wall.
What happened?
oh, with a
Oh no!
big off, around and around. It's gonna
Yeah,
afford
Lisa.
Tristan back here and Brandon Hodges to catch up. They're gonna be looking for that top 10.
Yeah, Lisa. The first time I went through the corkscrew, Dave Brown was telling me, aim the nose of the car at the tree.
Okay.
Okay, I'll aim the nose at the car at the tree. Fine. But what he didn't tell me was there's like 3 trees up there. So, which tree?
The middle one, the one in the middle.
So I did a Zanardi maneuver before there was a Zanardi maneuver
Okay.
in my Pinto station wagon. Dave is just now getting the color back in his face.
See, Hodges taking that position. Nice and clean. Looks like Reza and Griffin
There's
going for
one
the dive down the inside.
And side by
They
side they
keep it
go.
clean.
Drag race. Oh,
Looks
look
like
at that.
Griffin with a slightly better run out of the corner, but
But on the wrong
Reza's still there.
side, going into 2.
That was really impressive. They gave each other room.
It
No
was.
contact there.
And Griffin goes a little bit wide at 2, and Reza gets it. That was beautiful. Driving by both.
The slightest mistake is all it takes.
Both of these guys getting sideways out of turn 3. Oh, a little drop of the wheel. Saw that dirt. Now with only 4 minutes left, I think if anybody's going to start making moves here to try to gain a couple final positions, it's going to happen now. And speaking of, we see Sean just barely breaking into that 1 second 1 second gap between him and Nick.
Boy, it's going to be rough to close that gap.
They're going to have about 2 or 3 laps left here, I think, and it's not impossible here.
Yeah, it's possible, but boy, it's rough unless Nick makes a mistake, which doesn't happen very often. But if anybody can do it, Newburn can do it.
We have a small gap back here between Tristan and Ken Kurtz.
Oh man, what happened to Rito? I just noticed he's deep in the field. Oh no.
He's been pretty much back there the whole race.
That bumper's hanging though.
Yeah, something.
Oh man, he must have had a rough start, I guess.
Yeah, because
That's
I think he started in the back near the end.
Yeah, that just kills the top speed on that car. We have Griffin Stroll here holding on to about a half a second gap to Reza.
Oh, look at Milburn. He had a 129 to the 130 of Nick. Oh, yeah, he is closing that gap half a second or so, right?
Yeah,
last
less
lap.
than a second now.
It's making the last minute charge here. How much time do we have left in the race? You know, Thomas?
There's about 1:50 left, which is this. No, they're gonna get one more lap after this. Now, this is where the pressure really kicks in because you're so close, but you do have to push it for that last second. That it's really hard to make up that amount of time without making a mistake.
Yeah, I mean, you take these two drivers are so good in equal cars, fixed setups. Yeah, it's tough.
We have Ben Ho trying to catch Ken Kurtz and Tristan Koivista here. This is a great fight for 11th.
Yeah, look how close they are. Wow.
Oh, and Griffin Stroll passing Reza for
what happened to Reza there?
For fourth.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Pushing it very hard by the looks of it. I'm guessing a little
he just
bit
did
of
my pinto maneuver for a second there. Well, this is an awesome run by Griffin's this set of races.
Is that
Andy
yeah.
Chittum?
Is that Chittum in the orange car that's battered?
That is. That as battered as that car is, it looks like it did slow Nick down a little bit, afforded Sean to catch up a couple tenths, but still holding that gap at 1 second. I'm not sure he's going to catch up, considering we're on the white flag lap now.
Yeah, that's a tall order to close that gap. But anybody who can stay with Nick is really impressive in my book.
We have Ken Kurtz and Tristan still going at it for 11th here. You see a dive down the inside. Oh, cuts him off a little bit. And now that afforded Ben Ho the position.
I think Ken meant to just move him a little, not that far, quite that far.
Well, they're all still in it.
Side by side through there, put the wheel off in the dirt. Wow, okay. Nick takes the checkered flag.
All
Congratulations,
And
right.
Nick.
we have
Yeah.
Charlie trying to move
Charlie,
up one
dude,
more position.
pretty good job. Top 10 finish. Not bad for Charlie.
The drag race at the end here for Reza and Griffin. Looks like Reza takes home 5th. Couldn't quite get it done.
Was Reza trying to do some extra effort there, a little bit of body contact? Send him a message.
Oh, Ken Kurtz got by these guys. Beautiful job, Ken. How did he
Ben
do
just,
that?
oh, the drag race to the line
Oh,
here.
he's got a run on him. Oh,
I don't
I
think it
think
was
Ben got
enough.
it. I think Ben got it.
No.
No?
Ken Kurtz held on
Ken
to
got
it.
it. Oh, so
What a race
close.
to the line, though.
That was so close.
We can see our final scoring here. Nick Romano taking home the win, followed by Sean Milburn in second and Daniel Michel in third.
So, who do you think we should hear from after this race? I think Milburn would be a good one. Who else you guys think?
Hmm.
I think
Seems like
Reza.
Griffin seems like he was in the middle of the action too.
Okay.
Okay, while the interviews are happening, I am going to take a break. I'll be back.
Okay.
All right, Griffin.
Yeah, he had an exciting. Griffin, didn't you have an exciting race this time?
The second time around, yes. The first time it was that blissful loneliness, but the second time that was some good fun with Reza. I was enjoying his draft very much.
Yeah, so congratulations on the win there.
Thank you much.
It looked very boring, but I don't think there's too much to complain about when it's boring and you're at the front.
No, I think, second one was more fun, but the first one, my first win with this virtual group from last year, so that was much more exciting. And I knew that, Nick and Sean were hunting me down the entire time, and if there was that extra 10 minutes, I wouldn't have lasted.
It looked like in the second race, you and Reza had a pretty good battle.
Yeah, I was able to keep up with him thanks to the draft, and then fortunately capitalized on a couple of small mistakes from him. But that was good, clean tosses. I still don't know how he kept catching up to me and passing me after the corkscrew, but it was good fun wheel racing a couple times there.
Well, overall, it was some really solid points for the week, and a win. So congratulations.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Congratulations, Griffin! You did an awesome job. You got that lead and hang on to it to the end. So, awesome work, man.
Thanks. Wasn't quite as fast as the fast people, but the luck in the first race was able to capitalize on that. I kept thinking, like, any mistake now, it's my race to throw away. This is my chance. Got to capitalize on it, and luckily it worked out.
Yeah, you pulled it off. Awesome job, man.
Thanks.
We'll see you back next week. Hopefully, you can make something happen again.
We'll see how that goes.
So, Sean, we were watching you chase down the leader there. That must have been interesting for you, trying to keep up with him there.
Was this for? Oh, I'm sorry. Which race?
Oh, the second race.
Oh yeah. So it was. Second race was a breakout at the start. I got a really good launch on Daniel Michael. Just in front of me there. I ended up going around the outside of him. Was able to clear the cars before we made it into turn 2. Got in second position, and I mean Nick had about half a second gap at that point. And that was essentially the story of the race. I mean, he gave me absolutely nothing to capitalize on, and I just kept running fast laps and made him have to do the exact same thing. and he ended up doing it. So he won. It was a very long race of just pumping out laps and waiting for him to make a mistake that was never made.
Yeah, we were watching
So
some of the
congrats
lap
to Nick.
times. We saw some of the lap times where he would run like a 130, and then you would get into the 129s, and we were hoping to see
Just a
something where
few
you guys.
scuffed moments. If he had just a few more little mishaps, there would have been a lot more room to play whenever I was in like a half of a second gap. But I was never to get into that margin, so I never really had an opportunity to challenge. It was really good by him.
Yeah, you guys were running really fast laps, like you said, that breakout at the beginning, and it was. I think at one point you guys got like a 6-second gap to third, which is just insane.
Yeah, I think at the end it was about 11, around there.
Yeah, it looks like you guys finished. You guys finished about 13 seconds ahead of third, which is.
Yeah, that was battling by. I mean, I'm sure third, fourth, fifth had an awesome race. I was looking at the times, and it seemed like they were decently close. And then Griffin and Reza really started battling out, and Daniel was able to run.
Well, hopefully next week we'll be able to see you get on top and get your win for this season.
Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. I just gotta, keep driving fast. Don't make mistakes. I made a really silly mistake in the first race. I touched the tire wide on 9, and I should have recovered it, but it snap oversteered on me. I missed my recovery, and it happens, So Nick ended up getting second in that one over it, and it's the way it is. So hopefully I'll get something to capitalize on next race.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Sean. That was an awesome run. Keeping up with Nick, always impressive. Hey, Reza, you had an exciting race there too, didn't you?
Yeah, exciting for all the wrong reasons, I guess. I kept making small mistakes and giving it back to everyone else. So.
Oh
Yeah.
man, I thought for sure you were going to come to the field there. I guess it's a little rough for you.
Yeah, I did try to do the same strategy I did last week, where I just took it really easy and took my time. Getting through the field. I started 12th both races, and it worked at Spa. It didn't work very well here. It's hard to pass. So, getting through the field after that first lap, everyone kind of gets up to speed, and the delta between everyone is so close. So. It just took longer to pass, and then a couple mistakes is all it took. So ended up P5, but I'm happy. It was a good race, made it through clean, and had some good fights with Griffin. I was chasing down Daniel for a while, and then Griffin caught up to me, and then I had a little gap, had a little edge on them, but couldn't put it all together for long enough. So P5, not too bad.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, that should still put you. You should still hold on to. Maybe not the lead. I don't know where Nick is in the points, but
I think it'll be close. I think Nick has. I don't know. I haven't done the math. That'll come out, but Nick's actually. He just put in the chat. He's asking who's in the lead. I don't know. It's still early doors, so there's still 6 rounds left. So it doesn't really matter. I guess who's ahead after 4. It matters who's ahead after 10. So got a bunch of long races to go, so hopefully we'll have some good racing.
We wish you luck, and hopefully you get a couple more wins in the coming weeks.
I hope so. I've been trying to keep it clean. I don't think I've accumulated a single damage point yet in 4 races. So having said that, look for next race. I'll get 100 of them all at once. But just trying to keep it clean out there.
All right. Well, good job, Reza. We're proud of you. You did awesome as always.
Thank you.
We'll see how it works out for you there in the end. So, be looking for you.
All right. Thanks.
So, thank you everyone for tuning in. My name is James Gouveia here with Ollie Arsham and Thomas Petrie. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next week. Same time, same station, as I say. Thank you.